Hey guys, welcome back to the ConfermentRM YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day getting yourselves back into another 2-minute technicals video looking at Bitcoin. Hope you guys are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Having a good weekend, starting of the week. But we're going to look at Bitcoin in a little bit different of a light today. Just looking at it and just like not a crazy period that we had before, but I'm kind of showing you guys kind of this pattern that's kind of going to play out here. What we're seeing is a descending kind of channel coming out of, our push upwards, which is typical out of the retracement. We hit a full extension of what we expected. We already talked about that earlier in the week last week. So what I'm expecting to happen here is for us to neander in this region, because even if we get a break up here to around 30,000, was this $700 again, it's just going to be, I feel like it's just going to be continuous traps here until we kind of bottom out around this region of like 29,400, maybe around here. But worst case scenario, it could be actually at the breakout zone, which if we can zoom out, could be down here around 27, but I don't think so. Not right away nonetheless, but I have a feeling in my own kind of understanding of how charts usually work is you wind up following even a steeper pattern than this. It could be this steep even. I was looking at this scenario as well. Could be this steep and follow down here, but I think the other one made a little more sense, like right here. You wind up falling down. You find yourself a floor, which, actually maybe that is down here around 29,000. You kind of work your way down on, because this is a 4-hour chart. But you work your way down. You do this kind of pattern. You come down to a precipice. You break up. And you kind of like signal some sort of reversal. So if you were to do this, say it were to start to move out of it right here, and it would just wind up continuing sideways before further correcting to the downside. And I'm assuming that would be here around that either, I think actually this 28,000 level. I think we'll say that right now. I think that will be the level right here. So I would say that it would come flying back up to this spot, and then kind of retrace. I think if we were to do a high to a low here, let's do that. Yeah, it'd be right there at a kind of around the 2618 retracement. It'd fly back down here, and then it would get rejected, because if you were to throw this on an inverse right here, wherever that is, right there, you'd kind of fly up, come back down for support, and then fly up, and you're like, okay, I'm going to get rejected and fly back downwards. It's typically what you see happen in that fashion. But at least in our case right now, that would be just reversing back upwards, trying to figure out a home or a base, and then flying back up. But as you can see here, to me it makes sense, because you'd be holding it for continuation to the downside if it didn't get through that $30,352. But like I said, it could reach all the way up here. Technically, would see down through the 702 around, actually 618, I would say 30,776, and still have that continuation to the downside. It could do that, as you can see, like this. But you guys, this is something you kind of want to happen. You're going to want the price appreciation to kind of come back down to earth. You're going to want it to be a little bit more nuanced and be something a little bit more, understanding for the later of the summer into the fall. Bitcoin doesn't just fly up out of nowhere and just stay up there. It's typically not how it works. You get some retracements out of it. We had over a 30% up for Bitcoin, during the week. So I'm okay with it coming back down to earth. But let's go back over to the other chart here, where all the madness happens. And you actually can see we actually have to move a little bit earlier than we expected. But nice to see, right? We were calling this yesterday the falling wedge pattern. We were talking about a falling wedge pattern, and we got it. You can see right here, 2T almost. We hit it to 30,012. I had around 29,900, but it actually adhered by the Fibonacci right here to around 30,055. So it tried holding on to that 382. Didn't really want to go the full way, but that's what we're going to wind up doing in this region here, is now getting rid of this pattern. It looks like it's still trying to hold this uptrend here. We can get rid of this line right here, but it's still trying to hold on to this trend. But what I'm going to do at the moment, kind of like how we did in the other chart, is put a parallel channel. You can do that same thing, just like this, to the downside. And technically, what you have out of a parallel channel is you have this whole candle width here, like this, that will wind up being either a push downwards or a push upwards, which we're talking about getting a retracement back down to that point. But obviously it depends on where that breakout is, where it will move. It could happen right here, and then it'll fly upwards to around 31,000, try to get to another top and then fall back down, or it's going to wind up, just keep retracing downwards. But my thesis right now, as we've had, 2 reattempts right here, you got the attempt 2, attempt 3. You could hold here on that 382, try again at the top of the range here, and then continue onwards. It just makes sense. As you can see, we flew up here right at 94. That's insanely high. As you can see here, we haven't seen those numbers. Actually, it didn't even hit those numbers back in April, guys. It didn't even hit these numbers over here in February. It hit it in January. So that's telling you we're coming back down to support too on the RSI right now. We're coming close. Looks like we have a little bit more push down. It looks like to hit the middle of this region. So it's a sticky zone. So my thought process in here is seeing if we can hold this trend line. We're coming to an apex. You can see right here by Wednesday we'll get a move. Looks like if you were to take this move, you could do it like this, and we have that for a longer term play. We can take this time where we're hitting right now by Wednesday, moving down here to around 29,656 with a candle body, or going up for a retracement around 31,100. We're on this solid line across. Those are my plays at the moment, but this is usually a reversal pattern going downwards until you get a bullish breakout through here, and you're going to kind of trend sideways until you try to retest the region again before another fall. But it's okay nonetheless, guys. We're above 30 grand. Even if we stay above 28 right here, $28,000, even at 28,500 would be even better. But it's a-okay for Bitcoin. It's what we needed to see. It shows a lot of conviction, it shows a lot of heart. But we'll see how the week takes us. Starting out a little red for everything, around 1.5% to 2% down. But it's expected out of a really great week. You get a really not so great couple of weeks afterwards, because you guys know we can have red for days straight, and then to get it all reclaimed in one. But I hope you guys are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Hope you just take what I say with a little grain of salt, but what we're looking for in the chart, even for tomorrow, looking at something more like, let's see, even if we were to even paint a pattern right here, let's see what that would have done. Looks like even by Tuesday it would just be down here to around 29,800. But I'm gonna go by this one. But alright, guys, hope you're having a good one. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Enjoy your Monday, and I will talk to you all soon. Have a great one.